Such a weird feeling right now, man. It's so weird. Like, literally in less than 24 hours, I'm going to be playing this. I wanted to make one last video before the Switch 2 came out. Just, I don't know, just to get my thoughts on it before it's actually in my hands. A lot of people have been waiting for this console. Even before it was officially announced, people just knew what it was. Pretty early in 2024, people just knew that it was going to be the Switch 2, you know? I didn't 100% believe it, but, as time went on, I just thought to myself, yeah, what if it is true? It just makes sense. But, yeah, I don't know. This is just me, Mario Film 110, talking about how it's, like at the time of this video, the Switch 2 comes out tomorrow. At this moment in time, it is June 4th, 2025. And I don't know, like I just wanted to soak it all in. I just wanted to take the moment in. This is the calm before the storm, right? This is the last day before the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. We're going to be experiencing Mario Kart World, Cyberpunk 2077, and other games that are physical. I wanted to just really take in the moment. I really wanted to think about how this is the last day before the Switch 2 is out. It's the last day before a new Nintendo generation, right? Like I just wanted to soak it all in. Like there are a lot of instances where we just don't live in the moment. You know what I mean? Like right now, at the time of this video, it's one day before the Switch 2 comes out, just trying to soak it all in. Not to get too philosophical or anything like that, but there are a lot of instances in my life where I just don't think about the present. I always think about the future. Like I always think about like months or years from now, but I don't actually think about right now. Today is one of those important days, right? Like not every day has to be like, oh yeah, I need to be sentimental about this or that, or like not everything has to be that way. But days like today, in my opinion, are really special. This is the last day before the Switch 2 comes out. There are a lot of moments where I just don't sit down and, think to myself about certain things, right? I always think about the future. I always think about, maybe a month off or maybe a year or two off or something like that. But I don't actually think about what's happening right now. And what's happening right now at the time of this video for me is, this is the last day before the Switch 2 comes out. This is the last day before a new Nintendo generation. It's the last day before, key cards come into the market. And yeah, we're going to see how that goes. Like I said before, we are going to see how the market handles this. Based on that, right, we're going to be seeing the ratio between key cards and actual physical titles, right? I kind of wanted to touch upon that very briefly just before I go. Like, it's a very short video. It's just something I wanted to put up before the Switch 2 came out. Part of me is actually thinking, even though it's a crazy challenge, it's a crazy thought to have, but I just thought to say it. Part of me is actually thinking, what if I wanted to get every single Nintendo Switch 2 physical game? I'm not talking about keycards. I'm talking about something that you actually hold in your hand, something of substance. You actually have a physical game. Depending on how the market is going to go for keycards, we're going to see what the ratio is. Am I going to be able to collect every single Nintendo Switch 2 game? Like an actual physical game. Like I'm talking about Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then, yeah, there's other games at launch. There's Cyberpunk 2077, Rune Factory, Guardians of Azuma, or Azuma, however you pronounce it. I think Daemon X Machina is, too? I don't know. I forget the exact selection at launch. I forget what's going to happen tomorrow and what games are going to be available physically. But my point is that am I going to be able to collect every single physical game for the Switch 2? Every single one. Depending on how the market's going to go for the key cards, we're going to be seeing a drastic change possibly, right? Because as of right now, I would have to say it's about 60-40 or 70-30. Like the ratio is kind of around that. Like it's about, if you balance it, it's about 65-35 or so. It's 65% or so key cards and about 35% or so physical games. Like again, it's like a 70-30, 60-40, 65-35 split, somewhere around there. And I don't know how the ratio is going to be in the future for this thing, right? And that's part of the reason why I'm just thinking about it, right? That's part of the reason why I'm making this video, part of the reason on why I'm, you know, soaking it all in, trying to just think about today. Today is really important for me. You know, it's the day before a new Nintendo generation. That's always exciting. And yeah, like I'm thinking about how keycards are going to go, right? And if this challenge to get every single Nintendo Switch 2 physical game, how feasible is that going to be? Even if it was a really, really bad scenario, 80% of these releases on a cartridge is a key card. And then, you know, like the other 20% is going to be physical releases, right? Part of me is thinking to myself, oh, it's going to be easy then, right? There's not going to be a lot to collect. Yeah, each game is going to be at least $100. Like, I don't see how that's going to be easy still. Like, it's going to be pretty challenging no matter what the scenario is. But I am thinking, right? Like, I am thinking about how the market's going to go for these key cards, and that's going to determine how difficult this challenge is going to be. I got to put a lot of money away in order for this challenge to be completed, right? Like, we don't know the ratio at all. Part of me is thinking that this is doable, but the other part of me says, you're out of your damn mind. This is going to be next to impossible to do, even if the ratio is skewed towards key cards. What are the actual odds of this happening? My wallet is going to be crying now. Like, it's not going to be easy no matter what the ratio is. But if there is a silver lining to key cards, which, plot twist, there isn't, it'll make this challenge just a little bit more feasible. Just a little bit, right? Because I do want to make a difference. I don't want to support these key cards. And I do want to actually buy physical releases for this thing, right? When it comes to this generation of Nintendo, we don't know how it's going to go. Especially this generation, where physical media is at risk, I find. I don't think physical media will ever 100% die, but in my opinion, you know, I do think we should act, right? It's still going to be an important generation to, you know, vote with your wallet, right? That's just how it is. So, I don't know. I'm just kind of yapping over here. I'm just thinking aloud. I don't know. It's the last day before the Switch 2 comes out at this point in time, at the making of this video. And yeah, I just wanted to think aloud. I wanted to just, you know, take in the present moment. I don't feel like that us human beings do that enough, where we actually just soak it in. We just soak in the present. We always think about what happens weeks from now, months from now, maybe even years from now. But we don't actually just sit down and take it all in, you know? Like, I don't mean to be philosophical or anything like that. I don't mean to get into it too much, but I don't know. That's just how I feel, I guess. We got one more day left until we don't live in a Switch 2-less world. Did I say that right? I think I did. This was just a filler video, if I'm being honest with you, but I don't know. I felt like I had to just say something. I felt like I had to make something, even if this was a very short video. So, yeah, that's about it. I will see you guys tomorrow for the launch. For people who have it, for people who don't have it, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'll be streaming some Mario Kart, of course. And yeah, even if you don't have the game, it'll be cool to see you tomorrow. It'll be cool to see you tune in. So, yeah, that's about it for me. All right. We're just about at the finish line, everyone. We got hours left. Just hours left. Here's to a new generation, everyone.